Hi, I'm Coach Corey Wayne, and this is my video coaching newsletter. And the topic of today's newsletter is going to be Masculinity is Calm. Well, I've got a nice little success story that just perfectly illustrates the importance of being a man and always being calm no matter what. Masculinity is calm. Masculinity is ease and delight. Feminine energy is chaos. That's why when men act chaotic, it's a real turnoff to women. And so you're going to see in this short success story, this particular guy gets in a really bad car accident. I guess he ended up T-boning somebody, totaled his car, messed the other car up. Luckily, both guys were okay. And he was totally calm. And so it's interesting. He takes a couple selfie or pictures of his car and sends them to his girlfriend. He's like, well, so this just happened. And of course, she's like, oh my God, are you okay? She freaks out. She's chaos because that's what feminine energy is. And and he made some very deadpan, calm kind of jokes like, hey, it's not a big deal. And so he just acts like a badass. And even the female cop that responded to the accident she was impressed with his demeanor. Because a lot of times after an accident, it's like people tend to get, hey, you wrecked my car. Have you ever watched race car drivers or you see any of those road rage videos that are on Twitter or whatever? It's like things can end very badly. And you never know who you're talking to. You never know if you decide to be upset and you just T-bone somebody, that guy might already be having a bad day and he's just looking for a reason to go off on somebody. But if you've got a, happy-go-lucky, hey, are you okay? And you're calm and you're jovial and you're friendly and you're laughing and you're glad everybody's okay. It's amazing. He shares the effect that it had on his girlfriend. It really turned her on, and she even tells him this. So it's just further evidence of why it's super important when you're under pressure or shit's hitting the fan, like in this case, he hit another car, to be calm. Even when you don't want to be calm, even when you want to lose your shit, maybe justifiably you should be expected to lose your shit. But in this case, it worked out beautifully for him. So he says, greetings, Coach Wayne. Thanks for bringing the gift of the 3% man to the masses. It profoundly transformed my life. I bought your book in January of 2023, and I've read it 13 times since. So we're, 9 months in? That's pretty impressive. How many times have you heard me read an email from a guy? He's like, I've been following you for 5 years and I read the book twice. It's like, this guy's been following me 9 months. He's already at 13 times. That's a serious student, and that's why the guys that send the best success stories are the guys that read the book backwards and forwards. Because when you get to know the information that well, it's instinctual. You don't really have to think about it. The guys only read it a couple of times. They're very robotic, and they make a lot of mistakes. So he says, in that time, I weeded out dating Karens and attracted the girl of my dreams, and I'm still reading the book to ensure I don't get complacent. I want to share a great success story and hope that you read it on your YouTube channel. Well, you are in luck, Bob. I'm reading it on my YouTube channel. 2 days ago, I was in a pretty bad car accident. I T-boned another car and totaled mine. In the aftermath, and after praising God that the other driver or me were not injured, I channeled my inner Corey and steeled myself to be a solid rock emotionally. Yeah, can you imagine, what if you had your wife and your kids in the car and something like that happens? You're glad everybody's okay. Kids are going to be crying. The wife's probably going to be freaking out. You got to be calm. You just have to be. That's what masculine energy is, dude. He says, I calmly took control first, texting my awesome girlfriend a picture of my total car with a message that, hey, so this just happened. How's your Saturday? She immediately called, quite upset. With a smirk, I said, our date is still on for Sunday in case you were worried. I have rental car coverage. What a great comeback. So it's kind of like, if you ever watched any of the old Bob Newhart, he was very famous in the 70s, 80s, early 90s. Guy had, I think it was three different shows. The Bob Newhart Show, Newhart, and then, I forget the name of it. But he was an absolute Jedi master at saying things that were fucking absolutely hilarious and just having a normal look on his face. He's not saying things and then trying to make people laugh and then laughing at it. He looks at him and he's almost kind of like perplexed that they think it's so funny. And that's what's so beautiful about being a master at deadpan humor. Like Cary Grant was excellent at it. Bob Newhart. If you could watch any of those, it's like the dude's constantly cracking jokes, constantly saying things that are off the wall and funny with just a total straight face. So the look on his face is like, I'm totally serious. But what he said is just over the top and absurd. So you can see here, dude just wrecked his car, and it'd be understandable that most human beings would be freaked out about it. But instead, he's cracking a joke. He's like, hey, I got rental insurance. It's all good, babe. So he says, she laughed through the tears, and after I got off the phone, I calmly started making phone calls to the insurance company, etc. Even the female police officer commented on my calm energy. It's like she liked it. You think that female cop was feeling a little moist down there? I don't know. When I finally met up with my girlfriend the next day, she gave me a huge hug and a long kiss. Then she said she was so turned on at how I handled the matter with humor, grace, and calmness. A successful session or two of the indoor Olympics then occurred. Yeah, it's total turn on because you were a total man. You were boss. You were a boss. When any normal person would be like, oh yeah, it's totally understandable. You lose your cool. You just totaled your car. She also said, I feel so safe and secure with you. That's the ultimate compliment. He says, thanks for all you do. Keep pounding home the fact that male emotional control is a bedrock to masculine energy and healthy dating and relationships. Yeah, you got to remember, feminine energy is chaos. If you bring chaos to your girl, what's going to happen? It's like going to be like gasoline on a fire. That's why being calm turns her on. I mean, look at all the compliments that this dude's girlfriend gave him. It's just like it really turned her on because it just reconfirmed to her what a man she's got. So thanks for sharing, dude. So if you got a question or challenge and you'd like to get my help, go to understandingrelationships.com, click the products tab at the top of your screen, and book a coaching session with yours truly. Until next time, I will talk to you soon.